Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a little special presentation of Bracket Up here, where we usually discuss the mundane to the slightly less mundane. Today's topic is actually pretty pertinent to world affairs. We're angry, we're furious, we can't take it anymore. It's March Madness, and we're going to throw out some predictions. Probably poor ones, but we're going to give it our best shot. So, similar to the hockey fantasy league that we're in, today's bracket up crew is going to be myself, Handy Dandy Andy Jerrick, Andy Bisect, the man with the best name in the whole wide world, the Nugget King himself, Tony Galski, and Bill White Shoes Johnson. Bill's not here today, but he did manage to send us his picks for his region of the bracket. So he will be with us in spirit and hopefully at a later event when we figure out the Final Four and all that jazz. But first off, we decided that each one of us would only work on one specific bracket. So myself, I have the West, and that's what we're going to go through first. Andy M has the Midwest, Tony has the East, and Bill sent in his picks for the South. But I will go first, and let me just say, I think it's a conspiracy that I have to deal with these fucking play-in rounds for the 6th seed. It's a load of shit.
Yeah, it was a mess setting this up just because of how this bracket aligns 1 and 2. I had to move a bunch around, so Iowa's actually seed 2 instead of 6. And it's mostly because of these as well. So have fun with all that bullshit.
Yeah, so that's why on other screens we'll be going through this like a more normal, not challenge bracket to make sure we don't all go insane. But firstly, I've got, like I said, 2 play-in rounds, the 16, which is Norfolk State and Appalachian State. I just don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I will say Appalachian State because they have a longer name.
Very good. I abbreviated it, though. App State.
Perfect. And then the 11th seed, Wichita State and Drake. I mean, I know Wichita State hasn't been quite as good this year as usual, but they're always a good NCAA tournament team. Like, they come to play. They've got a great coaching staff. I think they're going to beat Drake, who's, I don't know. Just go with fucking Wichita State. Why not?
All right, and that's actually the 11th seed, which, right. Look, I'm very clueless to college basketball since, oddly enough, working at a sports network and running during March Madness and kind of running the highlights for it. Why is there a play-in round for the 11th seed? Is it just a better division or?
Well, there's the West and the East both have 16 and 11 play-ins. I'm not sure. I thought every year was just the 16s, but I don't know.
Tony, you got answers for me?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
I was hoping someone could answer why it wasn't 15 and 16 and not 11 and 16.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. I'm sure there's a perfectly rational reason for it.
No, there isn't.
But I can't think of it right now.
It's NCAA. There's no perfectly rational reason for anything that NCAA does.
You don't come to this podcast for hot takes.
That's exactly why you come to this podcast.
All right, so, okay, the plans are done, so we can move on to round number 2, right? So, Andy, you're just going to start out with Gonzaga against Appalachian State?
Yeah, I mean, You're going to start off with
right. Gonzaga, absolutely. They're undefeated. They have lots of good players, and they're undefeated. And they usually show up for a while in the NCAA. All right, so Gonzaga's Oklahoma and Missouri. Oh boy, this is a real head scratcher here. This is the 8 versus 9, and that's generally kind of a toss-up, if you will. Mm-hmm. And I'll go with Missouri.
The upset.
Yeah, the technical upset, which is not as even as it gets. Next up, Creighton versus Ucsb. This is the 5-12, even though it doesn't say it's the 5-12.
5-11?
5-12. They all add up to 17.
Oh, you're right. I'm a dope. I apologize.
That's okay. You're not a dope. I'm going to say UCSB. I'll pick the 12 over the 5 seed. wonder how many of you guys will also pick 12s over 5s. Those are
I
usually
mean, I'm
prevalent.
the one who said that before the podcast.
Yeah.
So what do you think I'm thinking?
Probably the 12 over 5. All right, moving on to Virginia versus Ohio. Oh boy, how about Virginia? All right, boom. Next up, my wonderful 11 seed of Wichita State. I'm going to say gets spanked by USC. 20 plus win USC over Wichita State. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's a lock.
Oh boy. All right then.
And here at the bottom is where it's going to get a little bit wonky. I'm picking Eastern Washington to upset Kansas. 14 over the 3.
Okay.
I mean, a team like Eastern Washington, man, you've never heard of them. They got something to prove. Kansas is here every year in and year out. I think they're getting lazy in Kansas.
I can't wait till you do the 15 upset over 2. But go on.
Next up, Oregon against Virginia Commonwealth. I'll say Oregon. I like those. I almost said Washington teams.
You dope.
Yeah, that's a dope move. And then finally, Iowa against Grand Canyon University. Iowa's going to win that one.
Oh.
Sorry, Andy. No Grand Canyon here. Isn't that the online college that I hear so much about? Or am I thinking of the University of Phoenix?
I think that's the University of Phoenix, my friend. And I'm pretty sure they don't have an NCAA basketball team.
Oh, yeah, Division 6. Face off against the Little Sisters of the Poor and then lose most of those games. All right, so I've got my personal Elite Eight here. Gonzaga, again, is going to beat Missouri. So Gonzaga moves on.
Look, are you going to have the undefeated team undefeated in this tournament? You should.
Yes, actually, yeah, I am. Spoiler alert. I do think they've beaten the 2, 3, and 4 seeds this year already by double digits each. So, I mean, that might not happen, but it's happened already, so I think it's going to happen again. UCSB over Virginia. UCSB again. We got to get someone goofy into the Sweet 16. Why the hell not? Santa Barbara, here we go. Then USC and Eastern Washington. USC, I guess. We can't have 2 goober seeds.
10 isn't necessarily a goober. I guess it is.
I was talking about Eastern Washington. They're 14 in real life.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's fucking thing. Yeah. Fuck that noise. All right, go on.
And finally, I will say Iowa over whoever the hell I picked.
Oregon,
yeah. Iowa over Oregon. And so that leaves Gonzaga and UCSB, and Gonzaga's going to win that. And then I will say, am I moving too fast for you? I know you're going back and forth.
No, I'm actually doing okay here.
I say this as we're practically done with my corner. And then finally, Iowa over USC, and then Gonzaga over Iowa. So I'm going to be boring and pick the 1 over the 2 in the Elite Eight.
Yeah, it's pretty boring, you bum.
This is the weirdest bracket of all, the weirdest region, I think, of all 4. It's very random and strange.
Remember, you came into this with some knowledge.
Minimal.
I'm coming into this with, I only watch the tournament every year. I barely know half the teams. I only seriously watched it last in like 2012 when I worked for the TV station.
Right.
And I got the Midwest, which I hate most of the Midwest. So a lot of my picks are going to be petty, angry, sad picks.
Okay. Petty picks. Petty picks my suck today.
Remember, Ohio, I think, is in my bracket. And we all know how I feel about Ohio. Not the school, the whole state.
Mm-hmm. All right. So who's up next? Tony's up next.
It's right? The Tony bracket.
Let's hear it.
All right. Let's start off with the 16 play-in round. It's gonna be. You know what? I just like Mount St. Mary's. Fuck it.
Mount St. Mary's.
Cool name.
They're getting to the Elite Eight for Tony. I'm feeling it.
And, no, they're not. We demolished against Michigan. And then I have UCLA going into the upsetting Michigan State. And then obviously, do you want to start from the top to the bottom? Then I'm assuming.
Yeah, we'll start here at Michigan.
All right, perfect.
Assuming Michigan.
Yeah, it's gonna be Michigan over the 16 seed for sure. 8-9 LSU versus Saint Bonavere. That's a close game. The spread's only 1.5, so
Shit, we're talking spreads here now.
Uh,
This is a legit answer here.
so I'm gonna go with LSU. It's gonna be a close game, but LSU averages 82 points per game.
Jesus Christ.
So
Can I interrupt real quick? Can you explain to me a spread?
the spread is if so like I'll pull up this
Give me an example or something. Yeah.
so it's easy to explain it. So the spread is 1.5. So LSU's minus 1.5. So if LSU wins by more than 2 points, you win the bet. So
Okay.
whatever they'll take off 2 points or 1.5 points off of LSU's final score. And if LSU is still winning after you deduct 1.5 points, you win that bet.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's essentially like a gambling thing. So if you pick the underdog team, you have that spread to kind of bank on a little bit.
Yeah, 1.5.
All right. Okay. I get it.
If you like look into like let's put the next one, Colorado versus Georgetown. It's 5.5 for that game. I'm gonna go with Colorado. Just love the state. Just pretty much.
I see you're choosing the Andy strategy on this one.
This one is the next one, Florida State versus NC Greensboro. Florida State's favored by 11, so that's pretty easy to go with Florida State on that one.
Feel pretty comfortable with that one, huh?
Yeah, 11 for the NCAA tournament for you to be 11-point favorite. That's pretty big, pretty big margin for Vegas to give the underdog 11 points.
After this, Jerrick's gonna join us for some gambling. I don't know as much as Tony, but I also partake in sports gambling fun. Join us, Jerrick.
BYU, UCLA. I'm gonna go with UCLA. I'm gonna go with the.
I actually, when you picked UCLA, I was like, I think UCLA is a good pick, and I don't think they're done after one.
So, yep. Texas, they're favored by 9.5.
Hold on, this is messed up. I screwed this up. The drag didn't have, so it's supposed to. Oh no, this is right. I'm sorry. What am I looking at? Texas. Okay, I didn't flip flop these, so that is actually gonna. We'll do it this way then. We'll just go right to the bracket I've been filling out.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, just do it that way. That works. So, yeah, we're gonna go with Texas for sure on this one, and then I have UConn beating Maryland, and then Alabama over Iowa. That one's not going to be particularly close.
Iona.
Yeah,
it's even worse.
Sorry. Alabama is a 17-point favorite on that one. We're gonna just go with Alabama. Going back up to the top here, I'm gonna go with Michigan again over LSU, and then I am going to go with Colorado over Florida State, and then it's gonna be my little upset there. Texas over UCLA. They're not gonna. I don't think my bracket really is
exciting.
Kind of like upset, but they're in a bubble this year, so they could totally just fuck everything up. Alabama, I got going again over UConn.
All right, and how's these two matchups shape up? I'm feeling a 1-3 from Tony. Let's see where he goes.
I'm gonna go Michigan and Alabama.
Ah, damn it.
And then I got Alabama beating Michigan.
I thought you liked Colorado.
Sorry. Sorry about you.
You got the 2 over the 1. I have the 1 over the 2. Okay.
We'll do Bill's next because I think Bill has actual knowledge and strategy in basketball, and I have none. So my picks are going to be outlandish, and I fully expect that.
Okay. I've got Bill's right here if you just want me to read them to you.
Yes, please.
All right. So at the top, Baylor versus Hartford. He picked Baylor. Duh. The next up, Wisconsin versus North Carolina is Wisconsin. Villanova and Winthrop is Winthrop. Purdue and North Texas is Purdue. Texas Tech against Utah State is Texas Tech. Arkansas versus Colgate is Colgate.
What?
Hell yes, Bill.
Fucking Bill.
Florida over Virginia Tech, and Ohio State over Oral Roberts.
So we have so far 2 out of the 3 14 seeds moving on. What a fucking mess. All right.
I'm not mad. Next round, Baylor over Wisconsin, Purdue over Winthrop, Colgate over Texas Tech, and Ohio State over Florida.
If he has Colgate in the fucking Elite Eight, I swear to God.
All right. Then we've got Baylor over Purdue and Ohio State over Colgate. Sorry, Andy.
Oh, thank Christ.
And then Baylor over Ohio State. So a 1 over a 2. Bill and I got the same idea.
All right. Fair warning again. I have no strategy other than just past numbers game and my own loathing of certain. Like, he has Ohio State going all the way. I'd have Ohio State out in the first round. Fuck Ohio.
You wouldn't have them in the tournament.
Yeah, fuck them. All right. So, I'll go with the easy pick here in Illinois.
Ooh, thought you were going to throw us from a loop immediately.
No, I'm not that dumb. I'll pick the all Illinois matchup in round 2. I think that'll be fun. I always pick 12 over 5 in at least 2 of the brackets. So I think last year or 2 years ago, 3 of the 4. I think 1 year it was 4 of the 4, 12s won, and 1 year it was 3 of the 4, like within 2 of the last 3 years. So I always pick the 12. Who the fuck's Liberty? Oklahoma State will go.
Oklahoma State.
I'm gonna go with Syracuse because I went to a Big East school and I witnessed them beat the shit out of my school every year. So, yeah.
You witness a lot of schools beat the shit out of yours, buddy.
Yeah, I sure did. I will go Morehead State. Nope.
Damn right.
No, I went with West Virginia. Are you fucking kidding me? I think 10 typically beats 7, actually. I think 9 also typically beats 8, but I didn't do that. But I'm going to go with 10. I'm going to go Rutgers over Clemson, and then Houston over Cleveland State. Fuck you, Cleveland. Oh, man, I'd love for Loyola to beat Illinois. I just don't think that's going to happen. I'll go with Illinois here.
Makes sense. By the way, that's a real big fuck you to the state of Illinois by the bracket. People that put the bracket together. We're just gonna get Illinois out in 2 rounds. We don't need Illinois. We don't need 2 Illinois teams in this thing after round 2. We only need 1.
Yeah, they could have put Loyola at 7 and just made it, maybe.
Right.
But oh man, I'd love for Loyola to go on another run again, and they could. They're not beating Illinois though.
Illinois is too good this year. Though.
Yeah. Yeah, they're real good. Oklahoma State. I like Syracuse actually here. I know that's a big stupid move, but here I am making big stupid moves. And then I'll go with Houston. I don't see. You know what? I'll go crazy. I'll do 4 versus 2.
Sure.
With 2 getting in. So I have Houston.
All right, you have Houston. Okay. All righty.
I just, I don't know. How it's always 2 and 3 in here, and to see 1, 1, 2, 2 doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll go Oklahoma State. Fuck y'all.
Okay, fine. Switch it up. So you've got the 4 over the 2.
Yep. It's also though a different year. We have to keep in mind. It's in a bubble, no fans. It's just a different world, I mean, they've all been kind of playing that way for months now, but and fuck y'all, Oklahoma State, baby.
Nifty stuff. I kind of like this idea of just picking a corner and each of us throwing out our random picks.
Well, let's do the final 4.
Ooh, okay.
And because I'm gonna submit this bracket.
Damn right you are.
All right. So we have Gonzaga and Alabama. I'd love for you to talk me through this.
I'm going to win. Gonzaga's going to win. The West is going to win. How's that for confidence?
It's confident. Tony, you got a rebuttal to that?
It doesn't look like it.
Not really. Gonzaga plays, I think, in a better conference than Alabama does. SEC is really not known for basketball, or football conference. But I'm actually gonna pick against my own bracket here, and go with Gonzaga.
I'll go with Gonzaga. They're undefeated.
All
I want my Oklahoma State to beat the best to be the best. By the way, I'm picking Oklahoma State over Baylor, baby.
All right.
Now you guys could both vote for Baylor, and my vote doesn't matter.
You want to do that, Tony?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Baylor.
Baylor it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Baylor.
Yeah, fuck y'all. I mean, it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
Well, we could talk through it after we pick this, but all right, Gonzaga and Baylor. I mean, Gonzaga's undefeated. Is Baylor undefeated?
No.
I don't believe
I think they've only lost twice.
You can click the info and it brings
22 and 2.
Oh.
So it's practically undefeated. They've only lost twice. They're a damn good team.
Who did they lose to? I need answers and understanding of basketball, please.
Let's see. Baylor.
Oh, but look at this. Gonzaga's 4-0 against top 25 teams. They barely play top 20. Oh, let me go look at my Loyola here for a second. Oh, never mind. 0-1. I vote for Gonzaga.
I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know, but an undefeated team is so rare. It's so rare. It's like they're bound to lose at some point.
Yeah, well, you put them this far.
Yeah, I know. Because I think they're more likely to lose to whoever comes out of the East, like before the national championship. I don't know. Let's see. Baylor lost to Kansas and Oklahoma State. So good teams.
Yeah, they're 7-2 against top 25s.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're fairly close losses also. So they didn't get blown out or anything. I don't know, man. They've beaten a lot of good teams, tons of ranked teams. And then they beat Alcorn State. Let's see. Gonzaga's beaten Kansas, West Virginia, Iowa. That's it. The rest were all unranked at the time. So that's always the issue with a powerhouse that comes in undefeated, but has only beaten 3 ranked teams over the course of the year.
Oh no, they beat 4. They're 4-0 against ranked.
Oh, 4? I must have missed one. Maybe in the tournament or something.
But you know what? When you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I'll vote for Baylor. You've changed my mind.
I always think that big game experience makes a little bit of a difference, at least. I don't know. I'll stick with Gonzaga. We'll let Tony make the deciding vote.
For the championship?
Yeah.
Pressure's on. This could be the $1 million bracket.
Yeah, what if we're 100% right on every pick we made?
No, I'm gonna fuck it up.
That's never. I'm gonna go with Gonzaga.
What do we have as the tiebreaker points?
Look on the
I say 64 to 59.
Is that just like the total amount of points combined in the game?
It's the score.
Oh, the actual score. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 64-59 is my pick. Anyone feeling closer, further apart?
I was going to say 69-42, but
oh God, that's a stomping.
Yeah, it's probably going to be something like 3-4 points. I don't know. I mean, that would be perfect. 64-59 works for me.
You good with 64-59, Tony?
Yeah, that works.
Enter to win the 2021 All-Star Tournament sweepstakes for a chance to win $5,000 gift card. Yeah, we're in, baby.
Gift card.
I'll take. Enter to win the Acura Tourney Challenge sweeps for a chance to win a home theater system in 1 year of ESPN Plus. No thanks.
Ooh, you cheap fucks.
Oh, I have to put my name and email address. I'll do that once we're done.
Yeah, sure. Wink, wink.
So.
Yeah.
We have a bracket here. Are we doing the same thing where the winner gets a $3 trophy? Whoever has the most picks right wins another $3 basketball trophy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which, by the way, there you go. I already had it pulled up, baby.
Participation.
Yeah, we participated. Well, none of our fat asses were on the court, were we?
I guess not, no.
We participated in the enjoyment of the NCAA tournament.
I'd be okay with that.
Watch it be Bill, and he'll wake up at have a package at his door of a $3 trophy.
I hope he wins.
I hope he does too. No, I hope I win. Oklahoma State all the way, baby.
Oh man.
Well, I think this is good. I think we have a bracket here. I will submit this, and we will know who wins then.
All right, sounds real good. We might revisit this after we get to the Final Four, perhaps, just to kind of see who's doing real well at the end. We might not. Who knows? Stay tuned on social media.
That we barely use.
Stay tuned, man. We're gonna use it for this one, I'm sure.
If I remember.
All right, so wrapping it all up real quick, I chose Gonzaga to come out of the West. Tony chose Alabama to come out of the East. Bill chose Baylor to come out of the South. And Andy, you chose Oklahoma State to come out of the Midwest. Wonderful, yeah. Wonderful.
How often does a 4 get here, by the way?
Fairly often. I mean, it's not uncommon.
Good.
I guess it's possible.
I usually see 2s and 3s floating around. Don't often see a 4 making it into the Final Four.
Sure, it's happened a handful of times.
I'm sure.
All right. If we've got nothing else to blabber about, because obviously our expert analysis is come and gone.
It's not quite the level of the hockey one.
It's not quite. That's okay. I still had fun doing this. For Andy Mysek, the man with the best name in the whole wide world, also known as Petty Picks Mysek today.
Petty Picks Mysek. Where was Ohio? Because I thought Ohio was in it in the Midwest, unless that was in Bill's.
Bill had I had Ohio.
Oh.
They didn't get. I don't think they won their first round matchup. I was thinking of you.
Thank you.
Of course.
We all have a state of Ohio in here, and I think they all lost pretty early.
Good riddance. Good fucking riddance.
You know, oh no, Ohio State went far in Bills. Fuck Bill.
Well, I mean, at least they're the good Ohio team.
Yeah, I love you, Bill.
And then for Tony, the Nugget King Galski. And for Bill White Shoes Johnson with his wonderful picks as well. I am Handy Dandy Andy Jerrick. We will see you real soon on Bracket Up.